You're about to see Dana Barron in a way that will absolutely surprise you because these photos reveal sides of her that barely anyone knows about. Make sure you stick around until the very end of this video because the pictures we've saved for last are the most unexpected and incredible ones. Trust me, if you think you know Dana Barron's story, you're about to discover you've only seen the tiniest fraction of who she really is. Dana Barron is best known for playing a specific character in a classic comedy film that became iconic. Most people recognize her from that one memorable role, and for many viewers, that's all they know about her. That character and film defined her public image, and people assume that was the peak of her career or maybe even her whole career. But these photos prove that assumption is completely wrong. The real Dana Barron has had a fascinating journey, interesting career, and life that goes way beyond that one famous role. Let's start with the early career photos that show Dana was actually a working actress from a very young age. There are images of her as a child doing commercials, television shows, and various acting work long before her famous movie role. In these early pictures, you see a talented kid who was serious about acting and building real skills. She wasn't just someone who got lucky with one role. She'd been working professionally for years, learning the craft and developing as a performer. These photos prove she was a legitimate child actress with experience and talent. Here's what might surprise you. The photos from immediately after her famous film show that Dana expected that role to launch her into major stardom, but Hollywood is complicated and that didn't exactly happen the way she hoped. There are images from this period where she's doing auditions, trying to capitalize on her recognition, and working hard to book the next big thing. Looking at these pictures now, you can see both hope and frustration. The entertainment industry is tough, and even having an iconic role doesn't guarantee continued success. These photos document the reality that most actors face, even ones who've been in huge hits. The television career photos tell an interesting story about Dana's actual working life. There are images from the numerous TV shows she appeared on over the years. She worked consistently in television, doing guest spots, recurring roles, and various projects. These photos prove that while she may not have become a huge movie star, she built a real, working career as an actress. Pictures show her in cop shows, dramas, comedies, and various genres, demonstrating her range and professionalism. These images document someone who kept working, stayed in the industry, and made a living doing what she loved even without massive fame. Now let's talk about the sequel and franchise photos. Dana reprised her famous role in later sequels and projects related to that franchise. There are pictures from these later films, and it's interesting seeing her revisit that character years later. In these images, you can see both nostalgia and perhaps some complicated feelings about being connected to this one role for her entire career. These photos show someone making peace with what she's known for and finding ways to honor it while also doing other work. If these photos showed you Dana Barron in a completely new light, please hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel because we love telling the real stories of actors beyond their most famous roles. Comment below sharing your memories of Dana's work and which other actor from classic films you'd like us to feature. Share this video with anyone who loves that famous movie because they'll appreciate learning about Dana's real journey. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.